Welcome back, viewers, to the next episode of Marvel Nemesis Rise of the Imperfects. This is Red Eye speaking, and also welcome to the Ayo Gaming channel. So we beat the Thing's missions, I should say, in the previous episode. Got the intro out of the way. Now we're going to move on to Wolverine, and once again I'll do my best to show off every one of his moves. And I'm going to start leaving some tips in the descriptions about the different moves you can do with the characters as we go, in case I don't cover every move, so I'll do my best. Anyway, let's begin this next mission of Wolverine's in Street Fight. Wolverine rushes through the streets of New York to Avengers Mansion. Wolverine must defeat all of the enemies he encounters. So I already got a tip from Storm in that one cutscene that Avengers Mansion was under attack, so he's trying to make his way back to the mansion in this mission. So here we go. Yeah, the story is a little all over the place, but it starts to make some sense here and there as you go. Just have to pay attention. So yeah, basically if you're standing still, you have an enemy throwing an item at you, you won't take any damage, like I just did there, if you're holding triangle. Now that's not going to work though on bigger items, if an enemy's throwing those at you. But on these small ones it does work. You can also do these roll dodges while holding triangle. Wolverine does a roll dodge, or a roll recovery we'll call it, when you push L and R at the same time as you're falling backwards or being thrown. God, that's a nasty special move. Rips his claws right into the enemy. Okay, where's the other guy? Somehow I didn't get him. Yeah, the game is a bit repetitive as you go with repeating some missions. I think if they'd had more time, they could have added more places, obviously. But I still enjoy the game for what it is. Well, Wolverine shredded those aliens up. Anyway, God, I had something I was going to say. I can't remember. Oh yeah, I should have talked about Wolverine's wall run. That's another unique thing. Each character you'll find with the mobility move, everybody does something a little different. I know for a fact the Thing can't do any wall running, but Wolverine can. And then if you push the attack button, or you're holding the special move with R1 and then square, you can do like a special attack. Basically bouncing off the wall toward an enemy and doing some damage. So I'll try to see if I can do some of that maybe here, just to give some examples. Wolverine can also grab the wall with his claws and climb up. Then he can also basically attack that way as well. So I'll try to show some of that in this one. So let's see, we've got House Party now. Wolverine finds Avengers Mansion overrun with alien invaders. You must navigate through the automated defenses of the mansion and cut the aliens to shreds. Some more slice and dice. So we gotta find the aliens. So yeah, this is the beginning of Avengers Mansion. Nice cozy fireplace there. And a bunch of lasers. So yeah, you can use the wall run to avoid it, or like I said, if you're by a wall and you're holding R1, you can then grab it. You can move left or right doing that. And then wall running is simple like this. Didn't mean to do that. Jeez, throwing crap at me. Didn't see that table coming. Have a chair. Or sofa. Yeah, the Marauders. And again, this couldn't have been any simpler for any average game reviewer. But read the instructions there. Press X, then square or circle to perform jump attacks, or in this case, an air grab. That's how easy it is. But if you ever go and look at some of the reviews that these critics did, they always complain about the air enemies. They're actually easy to dispatch. If you've done simple basic reading here, which they obviously didn't. Again, I'm all for having critiques about stuff. But, you know, when you're making a BS complaint like that, of how you can't do this or that to the air enemies, to me, you're just making a fool of yourself as a reviewer. To be critical like that without backing up the fact that you didn't read. Yeah, yo. Yeah, that's probably the most common complaint that's always bugged me, frankly, is what I've seen of people complaining about the air enemies. It's just stupid. Like, for me personally, I caught on to that real quick when I read that, and it's like, oh, that's how you take care of them, after I died the first time. Now, granted, they should leave that message up a little longer so that you can read it. Sometimes those go away too fast, and that can definitely make for a confusing experience, no doubt about that. But anyway, okay, we've got our first boss fight here. Femme Fatale. At the secret laboratory beneath Avengers Mansion, Wolverine confronts an intruder who is stealing data from the Avengers computer. So this is our first encounter with one of the Imperfects. And this is the Wink. And she's got teleporting abilities. So we'll see how Wolverine fares in this match. One tip I will give you, especially for beginners, try to stay away from the items in particular if she's around, because she can knock them into you and do some major damage. So beware of that. Anyway, here we go.
Warning. Intruder in the laboratory.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Now you see me. Now you don't. Do you believe in magic?
Jeez. Yeah, she does some damage. She's more melee focused. Luckily, her only special moves are her special attacks mostly, and special grab. Yeah, it's a little hard to block that first barrel. So almost every Imperfect has a little bit of a gimmick here. They can do different things in these boss fights. In her case, it's throw barrels after taking a certain amount of damage. So yeah, the way to break out of a grab is to press the circle button. Come on. There we go. That did a chunk. You can actually grab the barrels. Restore your super meter. As you can see, that does a lot of damage, so you want to avoid that. Then to get up here, you can either do the wall running like I did, or you can do the wall climb. Gotta hold R1 and jump onto the wall. Yeah, she is quick. Yeah, you see how that just restored with my super meter? You can also throw an item at her from a distance.
Some answers. I won't ask again. What are you doing here?
We're just looking for something.
How about being more specific? What's something?
Paragon.
Electra! I'm under attack! Over! Electra!
Hang in there, Matt. I'm on my way.
So Elektra is going to be the next character eventually that we'll play. But for now, we're going to focus on finishing Wolverine's missions. But anyway, as you saw in that fight, though, you do have to play some decent defense along with good offense to try to win these. I'm making them look easy because, again, I have experience playing this game. But I'm telling you, even sometimes I have some trouble. This game can be pretty wacky. And again, most of the time it's usually from bad luck, getting hit with an item that you weren't anticipating, or something else happening. But anyway, it is a challenging game though, and I do enjoy playing this. Glad I'm able to share this with all of you viewers. And I hope you're enjoying the video so far. Alright, on to the next one here. Claws of Fury. Wolverine must defeat all the enemies on the bridge. And this is actually a timer mission, even though I won't say it. You'll see the clock in a second here. It doesn't specify how many enemies, you just have to defeat them all.
Come and get some.
Yep. Plenty of time to work with. Let's get out of that pack there. Interrupted my move. How dare you? Yeah, stomp him. Try that again real quick. And he's gone. A little dangerous, I know. But you just gotta be careful. I'm gonna show all of you what to do with the eviscerators. Those guys can actually help you. As long as you time your grab, or if breaking the grab on you. So just watch what'll happen with your special meter. They give you a pretty big chunk of the special meter back if you break the grab. These guys you encounter a little later in the game, but they're here because this is kind of a later mission. Away from Mr. Shockwave there, the Mauler. Okay, come on. That's another thing that'll happen. Sometimes if an enemy is standing within another enemy as you grab one of them, they'll actually die instantly. So sometimes try to do that and you can make short work of the aliens as well. If you can have one standing right in with the other one next to you. Usually it knocks them out. So we got another comic done. Yeah, we're not done yet. And then sometimes, like the Thing didn't have this, but Wolverine does, there's actually occasionally another boss fight. In this case, you're versing one of the Marvel heroes, and this is Storm. And she's been altered, basically. She's under the control of another influence. And we'll learn more about that as we play through the rest of the game. But for now, we're just focused on trying to beat her. Something has happened to Storm. Wolverine must defeat her. They're also slightly more enhanced when they're in this state. When they're all green and stuff, so gotta be careful.
I don't think you know what you're in for.
So yeah, that's like a drop kick Wolverine can do. That's unfortunate that barrel exploded. Yeah, she breaks grabs like crazy. It's one of the things that makes this fight very tough. Definitely got to utilize the items. Yeah, look at that damage. That was a chunk load. Got her.
I tried to be nice.
She's just laying there in the background. That's funny. Oh, man. So yeah, that part with these kind of missions, it sort of makes it unclear. In my mind, it's like, okay, now did Wolverine free her, and now she's going off to battle the aliens after that fight? I know, obviously, when you do those finishers, it looks like you're killing them, and in a sense you are. But if you take that out of the equation and you're just beating them, that's where it kind of gets a little confusing with the story. Anyway, we're done with Wolverine's missions. Elektra will be up next in the next episode. And I'm going to start splitting things up just a little bit, so these episodes aren't too long. These will be Wolverine and the Thing will be the longer episodes in this series overall. But I kind of want to split them up because we'll be getting into the backstories of the Imperfects soon. So I already saved with the Thing. Basically, you just come here. And again, this is why I turned the autosave off, because after every mission with the autosave, it would be doing this. To me, just saving once speeds things up. So. I originally played this game actually on the GameCube. But when I saw some videos online years ago for the PS2 version, I kind of liked the look a little bit better. So I decided to get this one. But I like both versions of the game equally well. I even got the DS version of the game, and that is a mess. That I will agree with the reviewers on that. It's not impossible to play though, but it's not the most fun compared to the console. But the one upside with the DS version is you do get to see some of the finishers with how they were meant to be before they were altered for the console releases. So that is a bit of a plus, to at least be able to see those. So anyway, that's basically it for today, viewers. I hope all of you enjoyed this episode. Feel free if you want to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see all of you hopefully in the next episode when I play Elektra. So have a nice day, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.